Hello, everyone. This is Councilman Nick Lebron running for Hartford's mayor. The most critical need in Hartford right now is the violence that continues to plague our city. And we need to focus on violence prevention. No matter who you are, where you live in the city, if you're a single mom walking your kids to school, on your way to school, like we're in front of a school right now with the beautiful young kids in front of a building, violence is on your mind. Whether you're a wealthy developer focusing on downtown, trying to invest in our city and our city's economy, violence is on your mind. And so those are the things that we have to tackle. So that is the number one pressing need in the city of Hartford. So when I become the next mayor, what I would do to address the need and the issue of violence is creating a chief violence prevention office that with a chief violence prevention officer. And the focus would be a three-pronged approach. The first thing is understanding that the person in that leadership role has to be someone that knows it, someone who felt it in order to know it. So you need someone who's not only a credible messenger, but someone who has the skill set and the knowledge and the deep-rooted connectedness of the streets and the neighborhoods in order to effectively execute any kind of plan. The second thing that this person would focus on would be focus on the intentional target or the intentional folks that are doing these crimes. We know who they are. They are the reoccurring offenders. And we also know that oftentimes the people that are victims of gun violence happen to perpetuate gun violence. We can no longer look at a Pollyanna approach and just think that rolling out a basketball on a Friday night is going to solve our social ills. We have to be more comprehensive in that. It's a comprehensive problem that needs comprehensive solutions. And the last thing is understanding that the blessing of the city of Hartford is that we have multiple partners who are focused on violence prevention. The hard part is that we have multiple partners focused on violence prevention. And so as you're trying to create the spirit of collaboration, there's an inherent natural competition. I coined this phrase collaboration for this issue, where the chief violence prevention officer will have to cut through this red tape in order to execute and make sure that we reduce crime in our city. When I become the next mayor, the top three priorities that I would do is focusing on the people, but at three different aspects. The first one is changing every single organizational chart in the city of Hartford. Right now, the organizational charts only has the mayor answering to the people of the city of Hartford. Every single department will have the people of the city of Hartford at the top of every single organizational chart. So that way everyone knows that we beat to the drums and the pulse of the city. Why does that matter? Well, it's these small things that kind of set off and kickstart the direction of what my administration is going to do in the next 4 years. And it's important to let that message know. That'll be day one. I think the second thing is focusing on filling the positions that are vacant. Right now, we have to understand that regardless of whatever policies or innovation or creative ideas you have, I like to think I have some myself, you cannot do it alone, and you need a team to do it. And so we need to make sure that we fulfill those seats and fulfill those positions. Right now, we have to hold a mirror to ourselves as a city. We have the highest unemployment rate in the city, but yet we have the highest vacancy rate of positions. I think that this is something that can be easily solved, but we just need to make sure that we go in, look at what are the problems and the barriers, and go beyond marketing campaigns to fulfill these positions. The last thing that I would do would be creating the Bridge Center. Look, this is why local politics matter. A Bridge Center, when someone walks into the city of Hartford, whether it be a dad looking for programs for his youngster, or again, a wealthy developer or someone looking to invest in our city, they should be welcome when they walk into the city of Hartford. And that's what the Bridge Center will aspire to do. The focus will be on getting the people, whether it's access to their dreams, access to resources, or even something as simple as access to basic needs. Your local government should be able to execute that for you. And so that's what the Bridge Center would be able to do. So those are the things that I'll bring to the city of Hartford. And once I become the next mayor, it's important that everyone votes this election. And it's also, I want to give shout outs to you for understanding that we still have an election on November 7th. The campaign officially ends on November 7th. I hope you vote for me, Councilman Nick Lebron, row 1G. Peace and love.